Well, let me just start and say that I'm grateful to be given the opportunity to pitch an idea for a Resident Evil 4 remake with Capcom.
Indeed. Your library of games is fantastic. No one compares to the level of care and detail you put into each title.
And my partner and I both feel confident that we bring something special to the table after having adapted and completed Game of Thrones, which is the most successful television show ever.
Beloved by many the world over. Isn't that right, David?
That's right, DB.
I'm surprised you both were able to come over, to be honest. I thought I heard you were working on Star Wars.
It's true. We have been getting many offers to come on board with various projects.
But when we heard Capcom was going to remake not just Resident Evil 2 and 3, but a 4th remake as well, we would not miss an opportunity to be part of it.
Did you get all that?
Yes, sir. They're desperate, sir.
Well then, Mr. Benioff, Mr. Weiss, what is it you have for us?
I'm glad you asked, sir.
Well, the outline is still the same. Umbrella's no more, but we decided to throw a twist into it.
Yes, you see, people weren't too keen on Umbrella being taken down by the stock market. They want a full-fledged game where you play as Chris, Jill, Leon, and Claire as they take out the main Umbrella headquarters. Well, naturally, that game is never gonna be made. But what if we had Jill take the railgun from the Resident Evil 3 remake and blew up the main Umbrella office with it?
Intriguing.
Yeah, and of course 6 years following the end of Umbrella, the U.S. President's daughter gets kidnapped and U.S. Agent Leon S. Kennedy is sent out to find her.
Now, of course, he's escorted by 2 European officers in the original game who die off rather quickly. What we propose is to keep them around longer as a comic relief buddy cop. Think Rush Hour, or, better yet, think Quint and Keith from Revelations.
And of course, Leon is going to get a complete redesign as well. No longer is he the rookie we knew him as in Resident Evil 2. Like Jon Snow, he is a man torn between loyalty and doing the right thing.
What, you want to give him a personality? But he didn't have a personality in the original.
Yeah, let's bring out his humanity.
Instead of Jon Snow, let's make him more like Jack Bauer. Everyone loves a government agent that can get the job done, no matter the cost.
Quem és tu? Embora da minha casa.
Tell me, where is she? Where is she? You're going to tell me where she is, or this will be a lot harder for you.
Eu não faço a mínima ideia que estás a falar. Eu não falo inglês. Quem é esta menina?
Damn it! Someone get a translator. So, you want Leon to raid a house and threaten a family?
Yes. People are tired of heroic figures. They want drama. They want brutality. The Last of Us 2, for example.
Well, I guess we can add that.
Done.
And we both came up with some elaborate and challenging puzzles for you to encounter.
Let me stop you right there. Puzzles?
Yeah, some fun brain teasers.
No, I don't like puzzles. Takes away from the action and slows the game down. Makes you think too much.
But you gotta have something in between the action, right?
You make a valid point. Wasn't there a puzzle where you inspect a ball and turn it twice until it shows the cult's insignia?
You mean the first puzzle in the game?
That's the one. Use that, but don't include any more.
Right. So then, Leon's at the village looking for Ashley, and Ada encounters him.
What did you have in mind for Ada and Ashley, design-wise?
Well, times have changed, and we want women to feel empowered and confident.
Strong and independent. But at the same time, bring it back to the realm of realism.
Exactly. Gone are the days where you look up Ashley's skirt.
Gone are the days where Ada goes on a dangerous mission wearing nothing but a dress and high heels.
And we think you'll appreciate what we have in store for these characters.
Given that the game takes place in autumn, we want Ashley to dress accordingly.
And for this covert retrieval mission, we want Ada to wear tactical gear which prepares her for any biohazard threat.
This is not fashionable in the slightest. I want to be caught dead wearing this.
This is ridiculous. The suit's not even red, and it itches.
So, you think adding layers and giving them appropriate attire is the answer?
Is that not a good thing?
That may be how you handle things on Game of Thrones, but here at Capcom we want to include sex appeal.
But how do you do that when we're grounding this game in realism?
Well,
Tank top and jeans.
tank top and jeans. It's perfect.
Excuse me, sir, but didn't the last 3 Resident Evil games already have characters dressed like that?
You see, tank top and jeans are the safest form of designing a female character. Covers up just enough while leaving the bare minimum of sex appeal. It's foolproof. I'm surprised you two never noticed this with modern games. Moving on, what do you have in terms of enemies?
Well, we have some amazing ideas regarding Del Lago for starters.
Del Lardo?
Del Lago?
Who?
The lake monster, sir.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, I don't want to use the lake. Too much time to design a realistic lake environment. Can't you have Leon walk around the lake?
But we spent a lot of time coming up with really cool boss fights.
Okay, then have that boss fight take place next to the lake. Throw Del Lardo on the side as a mini-boss fight, in all his lard glory.
Okay, I guess that's possible. Now, we also came up with new designs for El Gigante.
The what?
The cave troll, sir.
Oh, you mean the enemies from Skyrim?
No, sir. Leon fights the equivalent of a cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, sir. And since we did have giants in the Game of Thrones, we have some radical ideas about what we can do with them.
No, cut it.
Beg your pardon?
It's too much effort. Cut it.
If I may, sir, the Gigante enemies were pretty iconic for Resident Evil 4.
You writers are all the same. Let's make big, gigantic monsters for our heroes to fight. That might have wowed people 15 years ago, but no one cares about big monsters anymore. And it's too much effort. This is exactly what I told the team who did the Ori 3 remake when it came to the Gravedigger. So just cut it.
Okay.
Okay, what other creatures do you have in mind?
Well, the Novistadors.
The what?
The invisible bugs.
Oh, those.
What if we made them more spider-like and include webs to help trap Leon as they move closer to him?
No spiders. Never again. They creep me out. Cut it.
But what are we going to put in the castle instead?
Castle?
Resident Evil 4 is split into 3 sections. The village, the castle, and the island.
What? 3 whole levels? We're already developing Resident Evil 8 in just a village, but Resident Evil 4 had 2 extra levels on top of it? Well, how long was the original game?
About 10 to 20 hours, sir.
Let's shorten that up. 4 to 6, max. And cut most of the village. And also cut the castle.
How dare you! You can't cut the castle! That's one of the best parts of the game. I have so many traps and monsters to entertain Mr. Kennedy. Don't you know how important I am to the story?
I don't know who that is, but cut it.
You can't do that to me! And what about my right hand?
Your right hand? Oh, that's been cut too.
Oh, but we were looking forward to casting Peter Dinklage as the role of Salazar.
Wait! Did you just say you wanted to cut most of the village too? What about the big cheese?
I don't even like cheese.
If you become unpleasant to our game, you'll face severe consequences.
You also can't get rid of Dr. Salvador.
Who?
The Chainsaw Ganado.
Cut him.
But we made him a real doctor. He had a backstory and everything. We were going to explore his hospital.
It's done. He's cut.
So then, where's most of the game going to take place?
The island, of course. Just start there.
And in regards to the merchant, we made him a real important character. You see, we wrote...
What my colleague meant to say is that the merchant is important in the sense that he gives Leon a weapon. Yeah, you see, he dies. He dies in the game, and you pick up his rocket launcher and ammo.
Wait, what? What about the story we wrote?
It's brilliant.
Is it?
Is?
Yeah, people are tired of having to decide what to buy, sell, and upgrade. By killing the merchant early on, you were to loot all the necessary weapons and ammo off of him right from the start. I like it.
Yeah, and since the merchant is dead from the get-go, there's no need to collect those pesky jewels and jewelry. You can just pick up new, upgraded weapons along the way.
Excellent.
Yeah, and who needs that Lewis character? Am I right? He shows up once, and then he dies.
You must be Leon. Look, we don't have much time. You're infected with the parasite, and I can help you.
Of course, we can explain his character through files.
Cut the files.
Alright, we'll just ditch the files. He doesn't even need them.
And then Ada can be a glorified cameo. She appears just to take the sample.
Wesker doesn't even need to appear. Let's have Ada chat silently on her radio to imply it's Wesker that she's talking to, like in the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Boys, you two are geniuses. I'm ready to greenlight this fucking project today. I'll be honest, I thought you fellas were a couple of hack frauds. But after seeing Game of Thrones finale and hearing your ideas, I'm confident that this will not only be the best remake we've done, but the best Resident Evil game of all time.
You think so? Really?
Yeah. I can already picture the trailer right now.
Leon, help!
Come play with us, Leon.
Not again. Ada!
We're going to make a lot of money off this game. The best part is, we didn't even need to add the mercenaries mode.
Amazing work, as always, sir.
So, we got the job?
So, we can start right away?
You'll have to. We need this game out by next year. Time is of the essence. So you two, are you ready to make Resident Evil? Wait a sec. Wasn't there a game that took place after Resident Evil 3?
You mean Resident Evil 4? The one we're doing right now?
No, there was another one that came out after Resident Evil 3, and it was before Resident Evil 4.
But wouldn't it make sense to follow in numerical order? 3 followed by 4?
But I remember this one being an important game, like one that actually follows after the events of Resident Evil 2 and continues the story. I think it takes place on an island as well.
Oh, you mean Resident Evil Survivor.
Now that we have that unpleasantry aside, let's think this through. What was that game that took place between 3 and 4?
I am Alexia Ashford.